All right, jumping right into it. Mahir Tania. I'm playing with white. Okay, I'm gonna start with the d4 and queen's gambit. They seem to be going with the declined. Queen's gambit declined. All right, jumping right to keep it simple. Play standard. Let's play knight ge2. Okay. And try to go f3. Let's go short castle. Knight f8. Okay, on knight f8. No way. He did for real? He got queen sac mated? For I missed that, man. How did I miss that? By who? No way. He did for real? Alright, we got the center now. A very nice center here. I missed that, man. How did I miss that? The guy named Jacob? Thank you. Alright, we got the center now. A very nice center here. Who's this Jacob guy now? I wanna know. I don't wanna trade the bishops actually. I wanna keep this bishop because it's defending my e3 square nicely. I did, Timbo. Who's this Jacob guy now? I did, bro. I don't wanna trade the bishops actually. I wanna keep this bishop. It's kind of funny, but not funny. I was sliding yesterday. We got a snow here. I was sliding. And it didn't end well. As you can see. I did, bro. It's kind of funny, but not funny. I was sliding yesterday. We got a snow here. Okay. We got a nice center. But breaking in is not easy here. So e5 and knight d5. Is that the move, or is the move a4? I mean b4. If they go a5, then because I think they do want to play c5. So now let's try bring the knight to c5. Oh, he's giving up the dark square bishop. All right, well we shall take it. Now I think this only improved the center here. So now let's try bring the knight to c5. Oh, he's giving up the dark square bishop. All right, well we shall take it. Thank you. No, but it was kind of crazy. Let me tell you the story. Like I couldn't stop bleeding for like 15 minutes. I was like, what on earth is going on? Do we want to trade here with the en passant, or do we just go bishop g5? I think bishop g5 looks straight up looks pretty good, right? It was kind of crazy. Let me tell you the story. Like I couldn't. Yeah, I don't think we care about this. This en passant. En passant is not forced, by the way. Okay. Now, isn't this guy in trouble? Straight up looks pretty good, right? Yeah, I don't think we care about this. Oh, he has h6, I guess, right? Forced, by the way. Okay. Now, isn't this guy in trouble? So, I tried. How the other guy looks, that's what I wrote in the chat. You guys should see how the other guy looks. Okay. I'm the I'm the lucky one here. How the other guy looks? No, but yesterday what I was sad about is Big Chef. Big Chef, Gaumurts. Strialev did I will it. I'm the lucky one here. No, but yesterday we go F2 or F1. Big Chef. Okay, 1 is safer, looks safer. Strialev did I will it. Oh. Oh my god, okay. You're right, thank you. Thank you for that. I forgot to mute. Let's go bishop c2. I was actually worried about this move with the queen. Alright, this is actually... That's right, the pro streamer that we are. Okay. Let me get a little serious here. Because we're already cutting it pretty close here. This knight... Let me do the story time after I'm done with this game, okay? I'll do the story time to tell you how it went down. Maybe we can get knight. Bro, I had such a good position. What happened with my position? Like, I was cruising. What have I done? Okay, we gotta get active. Let's do it. Let's try it like this. Bishop d3 when queen moves away. Maybe we can go h4. That's right. Team Pro. That's an incredible streak. I agree. Okay, we need to include... did I blunder this? 95. Bro, 37. Okay. This is not jokes. I don't want to lose the first game. It's not jokes and fun. Okay, knight takes h4. We're gonna have queen g5 check. That's what we're threatening right now. Knight takes e5. I think we can try take there. Takes check. King f8. That looks a little iffy, but the one thing I'm happy about is our opponent is also taking his sweet time. So take your time, man. Don't you worry about that. Check. I guess check. Takes here. Spend some time, man. You're playing too fast. My friend. Oof. Had to get our hands dirty in the, in the first game. That is not how we wanted to start. Start the tournament, but very appropriate, right, with my current condition. But yeah, David, that's a crazy. That's a crazy stat actually, and I don't think it goes back that much. I think it's probably only like 2 months, maybe last 2 months or so. Mega, how you been, man? Long time no see for you. Okay, we were last game playing there. Let's go for some Sicilian and probably the dragon. We could try knight g4 maybe. Can try queen a5 or immediately bring the knight. Let's immediately bring the knight. Who beat me up? You should see the other guy though. You should see the other guy. From San. I know, but this quick so we can hear the story. Let's go rook c8 and maybe queen a5. I'm not sure if we are even creating any threats there with queen a5 though. Yeah, I don't think we have a threat. Okay, what shall we do? I know this much usually in these positions. But I guess I'll try to go knight e6. In traditional Georgian fashion, the other guy is impaled in front of the city city hall. Well, I wish I had a sophisticated story, but story really was we were sliding. This knight goes to c5, I guess. Okay, I have to play f5 maybe. I think time has come to open up the position. Yes, I was sledding. Okay, I was sledding. Let me finish the game quick so I can. So basically, or our opponent is spending some time. So my girl was coming from basically. So we walked to the neighborhood park, and I had my wakeboarding. I had my wakeboard, okay, and these kids and the lady, their mother, saw us sledding with the wakeboard, and she was like, "Oh, you should borrow this. It's a lot better." and she lets me borrow the tube. Do we have f4 here? Knight takes c6. Pawn takes e3. Knight takes d8. Pawn takes there. Bro, that's a crazy line actually. Hold on. f4, knight c6 takes, queen d5 check, e6, queen d6. What is going on there? Because if not, knight d5, knight g6 is also pretty good. Here, here, here. Queen d5 check, e6. Takes, takes, bishop d5 comes with a check. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think it works. Let's try to... Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. Dalaskan Apocalypse. Dalaskan Apocalypse. So basically then, so I borrowed the tube, right? And I go down and I hit the curb, so nothing happened to me. Okay? And then my girl decided, okay, she also wants to too. Okay? So I didn't want her to hit the curb. So I tried to stop her. And while trying to stop her, you can guess the rest. Okay, maybe knight g6 and okay, again we are in a scramble here. Surprise, surprise. Bro, Keith got scared because as soon as I was trying to stop with my hands, so I couldn't even use my hands. But now I can go with this knight though, no? Okay, we should win an exchange here, so let's see what that is worth. See how much that can be worth. I think because knight d6. Probably just rook here, no? We could have taken, no, knight d5, knight d8. Never mind. Okay, let's take this guy. Then, if knight moves away, we're gonna go rook d8. If not, I'm tucking my... Ah! He flagged me. I should have stopped yapping and we're definitely winning something there, huh? Huh. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, new cup. Okay. At least we got the coffee. Drink slowly. Why? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. We're playing Witty. Witty Alien. We're playing Witty Alien. Let's go bishop g5 line. Secondary device disconnected. Oh, my phone died. Oh my god. How did it die that fast? I was on 20%. Yeah, so basically I couldn't use my hands. Okay, so I hit my face straight up. And yeah, kids got scared, honestly. I had to apologize to them. You know, because obviously I started bleeding and I couldn't stop bleeding probably for about 10 minutes at least. Okay. And then luckily for me, the next to the place where we were at, there was a fire station. So then I walked to the fire station, and I mean, they didn't help much, but at least they were like, okay, they told me what to do and stuff. Should we go g4? g4, g5? Is that the vibe? Or I think takes probably e5 is more of a vibe, and then bring the knight in. What do we think? But he's gonna go g5, huh? You hear concussions increase elo by by approximately 30. I hope so. I hope so. But hey, my nose was a little twisted on the side, okay? I had broken it when I was a kid also. But that one actually I do not remember. Okay, I can't remember. I mean, I remember vaguely. And maybe women. Yes, she was very loving. She was very loving. It was with that little heroicism, if we shall call it so. Do we go c5 here? And then takes and bishop c4? Then probably he's going to play knight d5 though. So it may have to be a little more practical. And the a2 pawn was hanging. But can't you tell? I'm getting a breakfast here while playing. E4. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. That's a good move. I did not see that move. Now I have to go in the no man's land, which is like G1 or E1. Bro. That doesn't look fun. So knight D6. I mean, knight D6 is dropping if I do that. Bruh. That looks very ugly. But hey, I guess some women may also like the ugly positions. Or scared. This position is scared. Scarred. Okay, that was just bad. You. You to what I just said, or you to my position, David? Because I feel the same on both. Okay, maybe bishop G3. that was yeah. Let's just forget I said that. Maybe bishop back to G3 would probably be better. Knight E5 I'll probably try to take on C8. All right. Okay. He wants to escape with the bishop. So we have to trade that and try to bring this knight in the game so we don't get into trouble. Well, when Steven says in YouTube chat, we know it was chess boxing, then you can't really talk about it. Could be. How do we want to do this now? Just simply queen c2 or just straight queens? Let's go knight b3 to attack the queen. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure why all the way back to f8 and not, let's say, simply e7, but I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Bro, Witty is very good actually with bullets, so why is he taking so much time? And where is that king going? My man. Okay, that's a blunder now because we're attacking the rook and bishop is attacking the knight, so we're gonna win an exchange. I think he had too much respect. He had too much respect for me. Okay, long castle after DD. It did sound like we did. Mega, You are in big projects, right? Like you are working on something else. Couple more weeks and hopefully I'll be done with this project. I shouldn't even be here. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe he saw my nose and okay, could be, could be. All right, I'll have to correct the second device, but yeah, mainly that's how it went down, kinda. And then I went to the fire station, and fire station basically calmed me down. Um, that it's like you're gonna be okay because first 30 minutes I thought that okay, like I needed to go to the hospital, and yesterday, you know how it was, like everything was closed, and I still, it's like I'm not able to stop bleeding, and then they told me basically you need to like okay, it's now it looks very natural, right? Natural thing, but they tell you like you have to stop, basically try to press yourself on here, and at the like at the start you do not really want to press because it hurts like hell, but they were like okay, it's gonna hurt, but try to clot the blood. So that's what I did basically. I pressed on it probably for about like 1 hour, and it clot the blood after maybe like an hour or so, and then I didn't have the actual things, but I, I have picture actually. I'll have to show you like guys later, but sometime. But I had like tampons on my both nose, and it worked. It stopped the bleeding. Now, TMI. What's TMI? Too much information. I'm playing Title Tuesday, guys. I won't be able to play. Okay. Um, I see a few people are trying to send me the challenge. Yash and I am studying, my friend. Okay, I'm in a tournament, playing a tournament. This is just a break. Poor gang. It was the sledding. Okay, sledding went wrong. A few weeks ago, I blacked out and fell face flat going down the aluminum wheelchair ramp and somehow landed on the bridge of my nose. Damn, bro, that sounds rough. Are you okay? Story time with pictures. I'm not sure if I'm like ready to like. I have it on my phone here, but man, it's the whole thing. I'm covered in blood, basically. My face is covered in blood, and I have tampons in my nose. Um, all right, what was I gonna do? I was gonna turn on the Proctor device. All right, here we go. Proctor device is proctoring. No, but I really hope it just doesn't stay deformed. It might be like little deformed right now. The before that it was deformed on the other side. Now it's deformed. Like now I'm gonna have the arc. The arc is going to be like, you guys know UFC fighter Merab Dvalishvili, another like famous Georgian. Uh huh. If some if someone comes at me, I'll tell them, hey, f around and find out. Look at my nose. You think this nose has not been through the worst? I'm afraid of nothing. Does it look like a Picasso? Picasso's Cuban painting? Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. I should tell them UFC actually. I'm a UFC fighter. Yes, I did fall. Because of the aluminum ridges, it took a little patch of skin out, so I had an ugly wound for a couple of weeks. Everyone probably thought I got beaten. Well, that's probably what everyone's gonna think about me too. But now, I guess should I do? I was actually considering, should I do the? You guys have watched Chess Network, the Jerry, one and only Jerry, utterly ferocious chess. How he does no video. What do you guys think of no video streams actually? When just talking. Alright, Lee Town Gwen Pham. This girl actually outplayed me not very long ago. So let's try to. Okay, now what? Do we go knight here? Do we go knight e4? Let's go knight d7. Ah, queen f3. I should have got knight e4 when I could. Now it's not happening anymore. Okay, let's try a6 b5, I guess. Can we do knight e4 now? Oh, jeez. Jeez, Louise. Hey guys, hanging. So I have to go back. His legacy is from older times. Are you saying that he's not as relevant anymore? But I think he still has his audience. I still have a lot of respect, basically, what he does. That's what I'm trying to say. Bishop h6. I guess we have to... sidestep. If we go bishop here, then bishop probably retreats back. So we may have to jump on e4 now. Do we take once and then take on e5? But take on e5 actually taking back with the pawn. So that's probably not a great idea. Bishop f6 could be it. And why not bishop f8 actually? Bishop f8, bishop takes f8. Knight takes f8, I guess. Ah, he was grandfathered. I see what you're saying. Yes, I see, I see. Man, I'm playing very questionably here. Oh, am I in trouble already? Here is this 96. I am kind of in trouble. I think our opponent could have gotten more out of that, honestly. It felt like. But alright. Let's go rook b4. Gonna b8. Now I'll try to... Ideally, we would want to transfer... Okay, you know what? Yeah, we gotta do this first. And then bring the knight to d6. Queen a5. Um, Did we manage to trade queens? I think we managed to trade queens. Actually, now this might get a little tricky here, no? I think this might get not just tricky, but I don't think white is better anymore at all. Pretty much. Take there. Take there. Take there. Bro, we're up quite a bit here, no? Check. We're up quite a bit. Here. Here. Now we're gonna go to the D3. And now 1, 2, 3 pawns up. She's always getting this winning, like completely winning positions against me. Oh. We're cutting the bishop, so now we're gonna try to promote. No, it is not going to be a perpetual check. Okay. She resigned. What a comeback that was. No, actually, Jerry, for someone who is, I think he's unrated, right? He's a great player. He's like unrated and, or is he a national master actually? Maybe not unrated, but national master. But his blitz is good. He's like 2,700 on leeches. Daniil Kaminsky. Okay, I haven't played any E4 today. Let's try some E4. What do we want to go? Do we want to go with aggressive Italian? Let's go bishop c4. 2,600 people, huh? Can't do the aggressive Italian, so I have to do it slow. Let's bring the knight to f1. Okay, he wants to play knight a5. We can't allow that. Bring the knight to g3. Short castle. And d4. Okay, rook e1. Bishop a3, queen d2 is next. Developing nice and easy. Then we're gonna try to play queen d2 and a rook a to d1 next. Do we gonna close the center? Probably no, right? Like d5 maybe. Now, if they do play bishop b7, that's a little different. We could also keep our eyes on the h6 pawn right now. Okay, because after bishop takes h6, pawn takes h6, queen takes h6. If this diagonal is open, then the knight is hanging on g6. So that adds to bishop h6 quite a bit, probably. Okay, he decides to shut that diagonal down. Rightfully so. But now there is a lot less pressure in the center, especially on my d4 pawn. So I can finish the development in peace. I could maybe even actually include a4 to use the a file, or should I go rook a to d1? I think rook a to d1 makes sense because this rook is protected, so I don't see what. Maybe actually a4 would have made a threat of takes. Rook takes a7. Okay. I think we're gonna keep the center, right? d5. Okay, I guess the only idea of that would be if we go d5, they want to go knight e4. Now, what if we take and just move the knight away? What should we take with though? I think actually it's time to part the ways with this light squared bishop. I don't think it's that useful of a piece. And then we move the knight g4, threatening some bishop h6, knight f6 ideas. Okay, I like this. Plus, the pawn on e4 is weak, potentially. So we can play some maneuvering shenanigans. Okay, queen goes to d5. Honestly, we could even probably start with bishop h6, but he wants to play e3. He's trying to be smart here. So if we take there, e3. And then when we take that, then probably takes back. So let's start with a simple knight g4 first. Renew the threat of bishop h6. Because then if he plays e3, we can take back with the knight. Knight takes e3. Alright, that makes sense. Now, however, I think if I take there, they want to take on g4. We take back, they take, queen takes h6. We're still threatening knight f5, g7 square. So how is he going to defend that? Yeah, let's go for that, huh? Yeah, I'll just take back. If you do take there, if you do not take there, I'll still go knight h5 or knight f5. That's still the plan. We could also take knight e4 with the threat of knight f6. Okay, he does not take, so I think that should make our job a lot easier. Have you played International Master Nitish? That's a very broad definition, my friend. I'm not sure I would know who the international master Nitish is. Takes d4. What if we take bishop g7? Takes here, doesn't work. Yeah. I think bishop g7, and we should be mating shortly here. Queen h6 next. You have like knight e2 type of threats. Okay, we could probably take back. And now there is also a pin. Yeah, his house is falling apart here. Simple. Yeah, let's do that. Probably trade that too. And now we have some extra material. What do we do with that extra material? Rook on the open file could make sense, but probably keep it simple. Like, let's attack this guy. Okay, he wants to go knight d3 and knight takes g4. So you have to move our king. Defend this pawn. If you take here, takes here, takes here, he has knight b5, so I don't want to take there. I want to go back probably. Oh, he still takes there. Do we take that or go for our counterplay? Probably take first. Then maybe go for this pawn here. Knight c2, we're gonna have rook e2. Knight d3. I assume we still have to do this. We should have one somehow, like, easier. I do think we've complicated things here. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I think he blundered that now, because when he goes knight d3, I can take. Two rooks is more than one rook. Nice. Nice win, huh? But what I'm sad about though is, so yesterday, you know how I did the challenge? I was gonna do 30 days. So I had to skip a day yesterday, so I guess. But to be fair, what I did say when I was starting the challenge is I have to do at least one piece of content for 30 days. And I did post the video yesterday, so I think my challenge is still alive. Do I get a pass for the Igor Samuneko? Oh, this kid is very good. He's like 2,600 FIDE, I think. Queen d1 and e5, I guess, right? Man, why do people like to do this? It's kind of annoying. All right. Show me what I'm missing. Can I take knight g4 there? If he plays g4? Show me what I'm missing. I think I've been shown this at least multiple times before, but one, two, three, four, five, 6 pawns. I have opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns. Okay, so technically we're up a pawn. Now what? So bishop d5, I guess. But then I have rook d8 or b5 first. b5, I think I'm gonna try knight a5, bishop d5, rook d8, c4. We probably have to sidestep here. I'm assuming king f8. Then what? My knight is not getting trapped there on a5, is it? I don't think so. I mean, he could probably play c6 there, and this c pawn is going to become somewhat of a passer, but okay, this bishop is cowering. I think I still like my chances. And the fact that our opponent is taking a lot of time to think about this is giving me hopes. Oh, my mom is calling me. Mom, not right now. I'll call you back. I'll call you back, alright? This cannot be right, bro. What if we go long castle? b5, bishop. Yeah. No way. Or is this the provocation that we should not fall for? Is our opponent trying to provoke us? Yeah, what's up, Malik? I don't think it was a provocation, because if king goes to c2, we have bishop f5 check. And knight e4 cannot be right there. I can. I don't believe that can be good. I mean, self-pinning yourself. And if not, then king c1 we also pin. Okay, check. Right. Okay, give me a second, please. I hope all is okay. Because she usually doesn't call like that. Like, okay, let's make sure we... what are we trying to do? Knight d4 could be one. So he wants to move the king. Wants to move the king. I think I'm gonna keep it simple. Ah, there's knight d6 check there. So maybe, but then... and I caught up on time. Can be serious with this. So knight. We're threatening this now. Uh-oh. This is the threat. Let's go here. Damn it. Check. Bruh. Bruh. I mean, this had to be winning in so many ways. That's so disappointing. Just h5 actually. I don't know why am I trying to go crazy here. You're up on time. What are you doing? Just h5 f6 defend it. Me text. Let's go Budapest gambit. Ah, I blundered this last time too. Incredible. Oh, he did. The game's over already. Let's take a look at that after this. Warns, what's up? Malik, what's up? Yeah, no worries, no worries. Nothing really major. Yeah, we were talking about the Jerry. No, I was just saying. He's a legend of his own right. And surprisingly a very strong player. I actually did not know he was that strong. He's only 2100, I think, or he's a national master, right? But very strong at blitz. Let's try maybe get the bishop. Andy is cooking. My boy. My boy. Let's see, challenger section results. Oh, and Maurizi lost. Wow. Okay, so Andy is in the lead. Like, the clear lead now. Very nice. That is great news. I may have to give another pawn here because now my bishop is getting trapped. This b6 was a very poor decision. Yeah, I don't think I have a choice. I could try maybe go like bishop in the corner. Super Duper Ben and Michael King Nadesh. Do I smell blood? Yes, I do smell blood. Let's go bishop d6. Then I'm gonna try to play bishop b7 and maybe get this pawn back, but I mean, good pawn structure, but you know, you know. Right. My man has the king in the dish. Got jokes. Queen e4. We could try take, but trade's probably not good for us. So I think. But bro, that's way too many pawns. Let's do a3. It's a crazy move, but still very long term. Vlad Goncharov. I guess he wants to go here, so we probably have to move the bishop back, not to allow rook g4. By the way, on a positive note though, my YouTube channel is officially monetized, meaning that now I can put the ads on my channel. Okay, like I was monetized before, but I was not able to place ads. Okay, like advertisements on my videos. Now I can officially start doing that. I have no idea how much it pays and all that, but still it's gotta be a good thing, right? Let's go. Uh-oh. Here takes an a2. That was my little tactic. I think our opponent may have fallen for our little tactic. I'm not even sure it works 100%, but so on that, I did see that move, by the way. I did see that move. Probably gonna play this. I had a discussion about this, actually, this exact situation where I'm doing right now, yesterday with my friend, that my time management sometimes is outrageous. And this is probably one of those instances. Yeah, but okay, that was just a really bad game. Um, that was only round what? Round 8? This got 75.5 out of 8. Okay, I'm gonna withdraw. I'm gonna withdraw enough of really bad chess. It's I've had too many things. Let me close now Proctor. Am I still working with Brandon? Not at the moment, but I probably will get back to work with him. Right now, simply like my channel does not make money. Like it makes very little. Probably both YouTube and Twitch make about like $100 a month each. Okay, so I'm doing video editing myself. Okay, but once I am in a position that that basically it makes money, I don't mind putting that money back into the content, basically. But I want to get to the point where I don't pay out of my pocket, for editing. So that was the reason at the moment. Like I think for the last month or so, maybe a little more actually, last month, 2 months or so, we haven't really worked. But I'm not playing games anymore, man. Leave me alone. I don't even mind, honestly, paying out of the pocket if I see that there is a clear potential, but I still feel like it's a... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Once things ramp up, yeah, then I definitely will it will make more sense to work together. I mean, even now, honestly, I have a lot of content that I need to edit, but I've been trying to do it myself, basically. And nights, I've turned into a night owl. Usually, I do editing at nights. I've been going to sleep pretty late, which is not something I'm happy about. But I don't see other. You don't want to start editing the first thing in the morning. You know. Yeah, no, I don't think it's the hard feelings for him either. Um, but yeah, hopefully I'm in a position soon when I feel like if my channels, both YouTube and Twitch, make about $500 a month, then I can actually, because otherwise it's just not fair to him either. I know this takes time, editing takes time. So I do not want to be unreasonable to him either, like do, let's say, this many hours of work and I'll only pay you like $100. Um, the water is what I need. Water. Give me a sec. So yeah, that's where current state of things are. Okay. Queen's Indian. Apparently this is called classical Kramnik variation. Rook e1, h6, a3. a3 is an interesting move. So what is going on here? What is the point of this? I guess he's waiting for the d5. Why not knight c3? That is my question. Then d5. Ah, okay. Here is, I think, the idea. He wants to take on d5, and he doesn't want to allow knight takes d5. Okay, so I think that's why a3. So when black does play d5, c takes d5, there is no knight takes d5. Because then white will play e4 to kick the knight away. e4 and knight d2, okay. Open the center up. This is actually something that I play too. So I'm interested into this. Okay. I always thought these positions were somewhat unclear, but I think Andy likes it, huh? With white. Bishop h3. What is the point of bishop h3? I think he wants to play knight c3 and maybe doesn't want to trade the light squared bishops. Eventually bishops get traded, dark squared bishops, but that corrects the white's pawn structure. Yeah, now this bishop is a very powerful piece. Bishop d7. Look at that Karpov looking bishop d7. Very nice, very nice. Grant. That's a very good reference, man. You familiar with that game? Karpov's bishop a7? Is that where the reference comes from? In the famous Spanish position where Karpov goes bishop a7 and then doubles up rooks? Yeah, very nice, very nice. That's exactly what it is. I was going to say, and literally you said it first. Yeah, basically, white, for others here to illustrate what the point is, white wants to take charge of the d file, so puts the bishop on d7 first, blocks the rook. Now there's no way to attack that bishop. Then white is gonna try to double up and then move the bishop away, and that way white takes charge of the d file. Very nice. Yep, wins the pawn like that. And now let's see how he converts with an extra pawn. But not only extra pawn, but white keeps the activity. Okay, that is 2 pawns. And I guess 2 pawns is winning. I like how Andy makes the Catalan look like the most logical opening I know, bro, right? Right? It's like, this is so easy. And then you go out there and you realize there are like 20 different things black can do. And you gotta know what to do against each. But that's the trait of a great player, no? What does he play against Kid? King's Indian? That's a good question. I think recently he's been playing... I know he sometimes have played G3 systems, but I think recently he's been playing Bishop E2. So he's been playing G3 systems against it too, for sure. But I think recently he's been playing this line. I mean, a lot of strong players play this. I even have heard that this is like borderline. He was saying, okay, refutes. Now, refutes is a relative term, obviously, but Titus, my man Titus Stremovicius, you know Titus, right, Grant? He was telling me that this line, borderline, refutes the King's Indian because white just gets the +1 advantage or so in most of the lines, and probably that's an exaggeration, but and then he plays, basically white goes g4 here, and then goes like g4 g5, and white gets the nice. Yeah, refutes is probably an exaggeration, but at grandmaster level, it's kind of like I can totally see that why white, if white knows that, white feels comfortable about it. Well, then you should try G3 system probably. Like he plays that too for sure. I've seen him doing like this and then going G3 here. Like bishop G2. So he basically he plays this main line here too. Okay, so what are the, is it Karpov's Karpov's. Here is for some of you that may have not seen this before. Michael, hello. This is the game that we were talking about earlier, okay? Here I'll show real quick. Okay, in the Spanish opening, this is the move we were talking about. So bishop b1. So he puts the bishop on a7 to block the a file. This is a famous game between Anatoly Karpov and Wolfgang Unzicker. Puts the bishop on a7, then doubles up on a file, does all the improvement basically on the other side of the board. Alekhine's guns the a file. Well, not quite, because now queen snuck into it, and threat is stronger than the execution, right? So then he's gonna move the bishop and win the game basically. So black resigned here. Oops. Now, what I want to know, what I do want to know is actually, let's take a look at this game, because this was another leader of the tournament, Maurizio Andre. Do you guys see actually Max versus Iwanchuk, that video where Iwanchuk again had, I think, 13 seconds for 4 moves? Does anyone know what the drama was about? Like, I think Max was upset afterwards. Like, he was mad after, like, visibly mad. In the clip, I saw a short clip. But was he upset at the arbiter, or who was he upset? Who was he mad against? Like Iwanchuk? What do you guys think actually of that antics, Iwanchuk's antics in general? Here, I don't know if you've been up to date about it, but yeah, there was something wrong, and he seemed visibly upset about it. So, what was it about? I was wondering, but I didn't investigate it enough. I think what it was, Iwanchuk made the move with 2 hands. Like, he promoted, so he picked up the queen, promoted with 1 hand, and then put it with the other hand. And technically with FIDE rules, you cannot do that. Okay? I remember, it's kind of like ridiculous thing to witness, but Nana Zagnidze, Grandmaster, one of the top female players probably, she's been like 2,500 for all her life. She had an incident where she promoted and did it with 2 hands. Opponent requested it, that's illegal. And this is one of the most ridiculous rulings that I've seen probably. the arbiter said that the opponent decides what piece is white going to promote. So there was pawn kept on the 8th rank. This is like one of the most ridiculous things like that I've seen actually. She was playing the World Championship. I remember it's 2005 or 6. 2005 or 6 in Belfort. I think she was it Belfort or Greece? I think rules changed after that. It would be considered illegal move. So I think they're gonna give opponent 2 minutes or something. Like first illegal move is punished by giving opponent 2 minutes, right? I think. But I remember her being very upset, basically. And I was a kid. I was, at this time, I'm probably like 10 or 11 years old. But the head of the delegation there was telling us, kids, this is why you should always play with one hand. I don't think nowadays that would even be a consideration. Like, how would you write down promotion to a pawn? C8 equals P? And then you have illegal position, like someone looks at the board and they're like, there's a pawn on the 8th rank. Like, what is going on? But it kind of shows, like, the rules were so ridiculous. But yeah, we've come a long way, basically. Like, I feel like. Alright, this line. This line has been becoming very popular against this. So bishop f5, then h3 and g4. I guess with the inclusion of a3. I'm assuming that is not to allow bishop b4. And then straight up knight h4. Knight f5. Man, what happened with Max Warmerdam? The guy went to 2700. He touched 2700. And now he is close to 2550. Okay, 25 like 60. In the matter of 2 years. Not even, I think, less than 2 years. I mean, white has a dream position, no? Oof. Nice. Nice. What a win. What a win by Max. And luckily for us, it happens to be against Mark Maurizi and Drib. By the way, I've been very impressed with this guy, Mark Maurizi. He is a very solid player, but also very creative in the openings. Okay, I feel like not only the openings actually, but in general, a very creative player. He has original ideas. So that being said, what happens after this round? Andy is leading with 7.5, and then Aydin Suleymanli is chasing with half a point behind. And I think they're playing each other tomorrow, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. No. Oh no, in the end I didn't play it actually. Suleiman played each other already. Yeah, it was that draw, which I was very surprised actually. But this could be the sign of Andy maturing also, because that tournament actually, Grant, that we played together, Andy played that tournament too, right? And I actually talked to him like briefly there, and I literally told these words that you don't consider draw as a result, do you? And he laughed it off, but he was like, yeah, my coach was telling me the same thing. You know, I think he works with Chernev. Um, he's like, yeah, my basically that guy told me the same thing, like his current coach. So this might be the sign of maturing. That okay, at times the draw might be an acceptable result. Four rounds to go. Ivanchuk, Mark, Mauricio Andrea, Velimir Ivic, and Ervin Lamy. Obviously not an easy pairing by any means. All the players are going to be above 2600. So still quite strong. Let's see Aiden. Who does Aiden has? Danil Yufa, Vasil Ivanchuk, Maurici, and Velimir Ivic. They actually have a very similar what is it? The pairings for the last four rounds. The only difference I think between Suleimanli and Andy is Andy has to play Erwin Lamy, and Aiden instead has to play Danil Yufa, which probably is actually very close. Their objective strength, I would say, is probably quite close. Epsilon, what's up? We had a little incident. We had a little incident while sledding. Okay, I had to type this real quick, okay? We're back. Okay, let's take a quick look at other games. Other games. Faustino. So Suleymanli beats Faustino, looks like. Let's see how that went down. Okay, Faustino goes for Caro-Kann. I thought Faustino was a Sicilian player. Okay, knight c3. e4, g4, e6, g4, and then knight ge2. This is apparently called Wonder Wheel attack. Basically, white goes for the immediate blitzkrieg. Thank you, Epsilon. Wow, the complete domination. White got like a bunch of pawns there. Yeah, wow. Aiden. Faustino got educated in Caro-Kann. Apparently computer is saying that queen a5 was a mistake. Instead, the correct move here is queen b6. Queen d2 to stop that pawn. Queen takes b2. Rook b1, queen takes c2, queen takes c2, bishop takes c2. White does not take on b7 here. Plays rook e1, rook c1 apparently, hitting the bishop. What if bishop goes back? Let's say g6 and knight d5. This is the point. Apparently takes there and rook takes c5. And white is 1, 2, 3, 4 pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns. But I guess this is probably gonna hang g7. Yeah, very high level, right? Very high level preparation here by I think what happened here was Faustino probably realized that he was, if I have to guess, what happened was Faustino realized he was out prepared. And decided to switch it up with queen a5. Because white has been playing here 1 hour and 55 minutes. White is playing very fast. Whoa, Carissa is beating Bibisara. That's a statement. Let's take a look how. Okay, some queens. Queen, or this is Bogo Indian actually. Whoa, h4, h5, rook h3. Bibisara looks very sharp in terms of openings. I think he's dating Sindaro, and they probably work together. I mean, sorry. Sorry. I meant to say she's dating Sindaro. So yeah, her openings look very much up to par to the modern theory. Okay. Does this say actually prize money? Is prize money of this tournament disclosed or not? Tada still. Tada still chess 2026 prize money. Let's see. I'm curious actually. I never knew what the prize money is for. 2026 Tada Steel Chess Tournament in YKZ features a total prize fund exceeding 1.2 million. While specific detailed prize breakdowns for the 2026 YKZ tournament are not fully publicized yet, the event is known for high-level prize money, often with first-place prizes in the range. Nah, this can't be right. 10,000? Nah. If it's like 1.2 million total prize fund, there's no way. Official first place prize money is only $13,000. There's no way. But they probably get actually paid for appearance. I actually never thought about that. All right, let's see what happened in the master section here quickly. Jordan 1 Forest beats Vincent Keimer. Arjun Erigaisi, Hans Draw. Matthias Bluebaum beats reigning world champion Gugesh, and Yagiz Erdogmus, the strongest 15-year-old with black color now, wins the third game in a row. Okay, it's not in a row. He drew actually Prague last round, but he was better there too. Kind of crazy things actually. Crazy turn of events. Nodirbek draws Sindarov. Okay. So Nodirbek and Sindarov are actually tied. Not tied. Nodirbek is half point ahead. And Erdogmus is now tied for the second place. Bro. Okay, let me start taking notes here. Okay, I gotta get ready. Okay, what am I getting ready for? You may be asking. 1/27th. Let's do that. Now you can expect. What's up, Jackal? The snow punched me, man. Snow. Or the ice, rather. Okay, let's start with Gukesh. Man, it's kind of sad to see, actually, Gukesh like this. I think there is just too much pressure on him. Yo, Nico. What up, bro? Board view is bad? What do you mean? I need to adjust the board view? Is that what you're trying to say? Like that? Ooh, I forgot actually. I can't touch my nose. Man, it's kind of sad actually what's happening to Gukesh. Okay, looks like they start with this bishop's opening. He got into this reverse Benoni type of situation, but in Benoni, this bishop here is quite misplaced, no? Not quite, actually. It's very misplaced. And computer agrees with it, says that black is slightly better here. Yeah, Jackal, it hurt a little. Bro, he straight up got cooked. Queen e5, queen g3. Wait, why is the knight not hanging? I guess if you take here, it just simply takes back, right? And rook h6. Oof. Yeah, it's not like he blundered, actually. He just straight up got outplayed. Man, that's so sad. Nico, what's up, bro? I've survived. You probably are wondering, like, what happened to my nose? But it's not. I hope at least it's not like broken bad, and it's just what do you call it? Bruised or swollen? Sled got me. Okay, Rapport built it back up. He's rating, but Gukesh, man, he dropped to 27.45 currently. Dropped out of top 10. Wow. Is this gonna be a Dingley rank kind of situation? Wait, where is Dingley Ren actually? Why is Dingley not? He dropped under 2,700? No way. $27.34. Yeah, he's supposed to be world number 18 at the moment, but yeah, I was sledding and did the stupid thing basically, and ended up with my face on the ground. Dingleran's profile says inactive. He has not played a classical game since the World Championship match versus Gukesh. So what is he up to now? I wonder. Reddit be saying he's playing all kinds of sports now: basketball, pickleball, swimming, motorboat. He posts quite often on Weibo. Okay, let's not get down into that rabbit hole, but yeah, he chilling. He's not into chess anymore, I guess. Let's take a look how Erdoğan's won. With black. D6, okay. D6 and G6. This is what I do too. Oh my god, like my eyes. Oof. Oof. I got dizzy. Like suddenly out of nowhere, I got like crazy dizzy. Whew. Okay, this Anderson variation against the D3 line. So he sacrifices the pawn here, looks like. But look at all black pieces. All black pieces are, especially this dark square bishop. He sacrifices the pawn to get the hold of the dark square bishop. Basically. Wow. Easy chess, huh? Wow. Easy chess. Wow. Bro is what, like gaining 20 rating points. Dogmus. %98 accuracy against a very solid, formidable opponent. Wow. Dogmus is the real deal, man. It's not a hype. He is extremely strong. So I think definitely we have to do the Indies game. I'll have to do the Indies game review. Then Dogmus. And then maybe Matthias. He's 14 years old. So I was actually looking at this. Best 12 years old, best 13 years old, best 14 years old, and best 15 years old. Who would you rank? Best 12 years old is probably Faustino, right? Best 13 years old is considered to be, I think, Zemlyansky, who is also like 2600. Ivan Zemlyansky. 14 years old Erdogmus, and 15 years old, I think, Andy. That's the classification. How did Vincent lose? Oh, some London. With some London. Ooh. What's going on here? Okay. The piece sacrifice to open the center up. Oh. Why can't you take here? Queen d6, king f7, e7, knight d5, and then rook c8. I mean, yeah. That is completely busted. Whoa, very nice game by Jordan 1 Forest. Jordan 1 Forest also gaining 11 rating points at the moment, so he's back into 2700 club. Hans versus Arjun. What happened here? Or Arjun versus Hans? Well, out of the theory, they decided to end things peacefully, looks like. So the current standings. This is still open here. Everything is still open. So Fedor's, Nodirbek's pairings are in the remainder of the 4 games is Fedorcev, Jordan Van Forest, Matthias Blubaum, and Arjun Erigaisi. Sindarov's pairings are Van Forest, Erigaisi, Prague, and Tai Dai 1. Okay, Erdogmus pairings are Gukesh, Anish, Fedorcev, and Matthias Blubaum. Now, what are the bets tomorrow's game? Erdogmus versus Gukesh. Keep in mind that Erdogmus has already defeated Gukesh at the Grand Swiss. And he's playing with white tomorrow, so I think he's probably, it's kind of crazy, but he's probably considered a favorite against the world champion tomorrow. Don't you guys think? I think so. Crostini, that's right, that's right. I had to go to Oslo to and Jordan, actually, Jordan the last couple of rounds he's been playing very well. So basically the master section, everything is for the grabs. The challenger section, it's going to be between Andy and Suleymanli. I think Aydin Suleymanli. Okay, I'm probably gonna take off now so I can record the videos. I'm probably gonna record the recap of the Andy's game and recap of Erdogmus's game. I was gonna say I wanted to do the Carissa's game, but what happened? What happened? No. 5:15 a.m. Nah, I'm not waking up. 5:15 for it. I'll probably wake up around like 8 a.m. and catch it like halfway. No, that's so unfortunate. H2? Why would you play H2, Carissa? And now allow king to get in front of that pawn? Come on. This, even if there was no A pawn, this is still drawn. Ah, that is hurtful. But to be fair, it's actually not. Yeah, the only winning move was this, and rook b1, then rook takes a3. Rook and h and f pawn, 2 pawns are very tricky. Like this position, for example, if king was on h file right now, it would have been drawn. Like let's say if you do something like king g1, right? And you waste a move. Like something like this. I know this position is supposed to be like drawn. Okay, maybe not like with this exact move order, but yeah, big miss. Big miss for Carissa. Yeah, I don't think he can win anymore. He just walks up. Bro, this guy, La Leonda del Ajedrez, is very adamant. Thank you, Steven. But yeah, I got monetized on YouTube, so I'm now inspired to try put out more videos. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing next. Okay, until I start teaching later on today. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Thank you everyone for your good wishes and for your concern. Okay, hopefully we can or I can get better soon. And be back stronger. My nose is gonna be stronger. That's for sure. But yeah, I will be back with more stuff on YouTube. If you're only at Twitch and not on YouTube, but I think it's all day ones in here at the moment. So you probably know about my YouTube. All right. Thank you everyone for stopping by again. Hope you have a great rest of your day.